Rickea Jackson set several unbreakable records in her basketball journey. However, the most impressive might be what she's doing off of the court. Pro in high school? Rickea Jackson got her first taste of the pro life in high school. She visited her god sister, Betnijah Laney, at Rutgers before she was drafted in 2015 by the Chicago Sky. But after she spent time with Laney and witnessed her maturity and life as a pro up close, it left an impression on the budding star. Safe to say that this experience was life-changing. I just saw how she took everything serious. Not everything serious, but the things that matter outside of basketball. The two of them went to a restaurant where Laney ordered a green drink, something with avocado and a bunch of healthy stuff. Rickea noticed that Laney was on the phone with her trainer setting up a time to work out. When Laney asked her if she wanted something, she said, "No, I don't even know what to get from here." It just shows how different this world was from what she was used to. After the trip, Rickea took away how seriously Laney took her craft off of the court. You can have balance and fun, as long as you have certain foundational things dialed in. This leaves no room for regrets. Rickea owes a lot to her mom, who put her through a hectic training regimen early on. Basketball obsession. Her first basketball tryouts left her in tears. Rickea first expressed her desire to play basketball professionally when she was 12 years old. However, her first tryout did not go as expected. She cried for the first 2 hours, but then, after a conversation with her mother, she expressed that she wanted to be great and that pressure was getting the best of her. Her mom explained that being great is a byproduct of hard work and sacrifice. That's all Rickea needed to know. Karen started to realize that her daughter's dreams of playing in the WNBA could be a reality when Rickea was in 8th grade. Although Rickea was this skinny kid who would easily get knocked down, she was getting back up and defending and rebounding, and she was scoring. That showed her mom that she had the potential to be a really good player if she got more size. And that size would come. Rickea grew up with 3 brothers, and her mom played collegiate basketball and also coached her kids. But it was only Rickea who showed interest in playing basketball long term. Initially, she felt as if she was around basketball too much, almost as if it were being forced on her, so she didn't like the sport. She thought it was for boys. However, once she grew to enjoy the game, everything began to change for her. Her mother made sure that she understood the fundamentals, especially being capable of scoring with the left or right hand. Rickea picked things up unnaturally quickly, almost as if she was born for it, or had an innate talent for the sport. When she got the ball, she shot it on the left side with her left hand, although she couldn't shoot with either hand. People didn't understand why her mom was cheering so hard for her attempts. Although she was missing, it was because she was shooting it properly with her left hand on the left side and on the right side with the right hand. The first layup she ever made was with her left hand on the left side of the basket. Another encounter in her basketball journey left a lasting impact on her life. Basketball journey. She did something so remarkable that some consider her the greatest girls' high school player in Michigan history. Brown, the girls' basketball coach at Detroit Edison Public School Academy, has encouraged her players to reach out whenever they want to put up shots so she can open up the school gym. Rickea took that offer and ran with it. By that time, she was 6'2", so that size definitely came in. Rickea would call her teammates at odd hours in the night, like 2 in the morning, to come get shots up with her. In fact, on Christmas, she called one of her teammates to come shoot at around 7 a.m. for a 2-hour workout. Safe to say that she had the whole hard work part of the equation down. Shalana Wagner, one of Rickea's teammates, admires her friend's work ethic. She said that Rickea simply wanted to be great. No matter what day it was, she was going to get her work done. Rickea's sacrifices paid off. She led her team to 3 consecutive Class C state titles. As a senior, she averaged 22 points and 6.5 rebounds per game, earning Michigan Miss Basketball honors and being selected to the McDonald's All-American Game and Jordan Brand Classic. She was named Michigan Gatorade Player of the Year for a second time, and Rickea left as the program's all-time leading scorer with 1,771 points. Mick McCabe of the Detroit Free Press considered her the greatest girls' high school player in state history. AUU coach Bryce McKee believed that she was the most versatile kid in the country. Rickea could shoot the 3 or score from the post, and her length allowed her to guard multiple positions, which would make the transition to college rather easy. However, there was a time when she didn't even have basketball shoes. One day, while watching her little brother Jordan play basketball, Rickea, who was 12 years old at the time, ran into her mother's former high school coach, Virginia Lawrence. She asked him if it was really true that he taught her mom how to play. He said that he sure did. Then she asked if he could teach her how to play. The first lesson was to begin immediately, but the only problem was that Rickea didn't have sneakers on. I looked at my son and said, "Ryan, give her your shoes." He said, "Mom, these are my LeBron James." I said, "Give it to her and I will buy you 2 pair." Once that negotiation ended with sneakers on Rickea's feet, Karen, who had been hoping this day would come, gave her daughter a brief primer on the game. Until that point, Rickea had said she had hated basketball, but now it was time for a crash course. That moment would change her life as the interest in basketball grew exponentially until she was known as the best Michigan female high school player. But she wasn't done making history just yet. The best was yet to come. College highlights. She set several records in college. As a 5-star recruit, she committed to play college basketball for Mississippi State over offers from South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Rutgers, Ohio State, and Louisville. On February 20th, 2020, Jackson scored a freshman season-high 34 points for Mississippi State. She averaged 15.1 points and 5.1 rebounds per game, earning second-team All-Southeastern Conference and All-Freshman honors. She would go on to win the Gillum Trophy as the top women's college player in Mississippi. In January 2022, she entered the transfer portal, averaging an SEC best 20.3 points and 6.7 rebounds per game in her junior season. Rickea announced on March 22, 2022 that she would transfer to Tennessee. On March 23, 2023, she scored a senior season-high 34 points in an 80-71 win over Kentucky at the SEC tournament, setting the tournament single-game scoring record. She went on to score 33 points on 13 for 22 shooting and added 10 rebounds in the NCAA tournament loss, ending her college career. Rickea averaged 22.6 points on 53% shooting, 8.3 rebounds, and 2.8 assists in the last 10 games of the season. She had a career-high 8 assists against eventual national champion South Carolina in the SEC tournament semifinal, dominating in the pick and roll. I feel like that's the thing I've gotten better at and more confident in is my passing. If my teammate is open, I'm going to get them the ball, and if I have a shot, I'm going to take that shot. I do like being able to play make like that too. Now, the playmaking trait would come in handy as she set her sights on the WNBA. On April 15, 2024, Jackson was selected by the Los Angeles Sparks via the Seattle Storm as the 4th overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft. Not only has she been making history on the court, but she has also achieved historical things in the business world. Off the court, Rickea is one of the most profitable college athletes in the game. She has a following of over 150,000 on Instagram, and her popularity has allowed her to work with some of the biggest brands in the world. She signed an NIL deal with Mercedes-Benz of Knoxville. They gave her the use of a 2022 Mercedes-Benz CLA 250 Coupe and also attached her name and image to Mercedes-Benz of Knoxville's marketing efforts throughout the year. She also works with the food and beverage company Honey Stinger makeup brand, Burt's Bees, and shoe brand Hey Dude. Each lucrative deal has made her wealthy, and that's before even playing in the WNBA. All in all, her estimated net worth is somewhere around the $100,000 mark.